talk about I've heard different variations of this, over the course of my career, but this is kind of, there's some new words in here that I haven't heard in the chain. So talk to me about these 6, break these 6 down for me.
Okay, we'll start with the first one, and I think most people who have been in any kind of personal improvement, self-development, have studied the science of rising to their full potential have heard this, and that is everything begins with thoughts. And so it's not really new words so much as old words that we're beginning to revisit and understand that fully have always been a tremendous strategy for attainment. You start with thoughts. And so, as you were saying as we began, personal development is so critical. One of the most important elements of personal development falls into this very first category of thoughts. How are people integrating thoughts into their lifestyle? It begins with how we think. What do we think we're really going to do? More importantly, how much are we willing to elevate those thoughts beyond normal bars that we and our parents and teachers and culture teaches us are realistic? The thing about network marketing is the income potential is completely off the charts of realistic. Mm-hmm. And I've had people say, Yarnell, you're nuts. You can't talk to people about making $30,000 to $50,000 a month. And my response is, well, that's chump change. In our industry, $30,000 to $50,000 a month means you're basically applying yourself in a limited way, part-time. And you and I both know, hey, we've been in this industry long enough to know. Remember the good old days when it was considered success to make $200,000 or $300,000 a month? You were in this industry. You've seen it. I know your background. You have seen people make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million a month. We have to
do it. I haven't ever been able to do it, not that kind, but
yeah. That's the way.
But yeah, I've seen it happen for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And so, if anybody can do anything, we can too. Mm-hmm. So basically, since we've seen it happen, we know that threshold, that bar, is up at that level. Right. People have to start thinking and expanding their horizons. The thought process, which is the very first step on the Lotus Code. It doesn't make any sense to think about $2,000 or $3,000 a month extra, or even $5,000 or $10,000. What we need people to understand is when there is no ceiling or cap on upside potential in a business venture, it doesn't make any sense to create your own. Mm-hmm. So what I encourage people to do on this first step on the Lotus Code Continuum, begin thinking about the fact that there are a lot of men and women that have been in this industry for years who have actually risen to levels that you may not have dreamed possible up until now, but because they've done that, you can too. Mm-hmm. So the first thing we need to encourage people to do, think thoughts about numbers that are a little bit more exciting and radical. So thoughts are the first step, Eric. It's just, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about $2,000 or $3,000 a month? Because you're controlling your thoughts at all times. And what I say to people,
it's okay to think radical. It's do you feel like people are out of integrity by saying like these affirmations? I am a millionaire, and I am a jillionaire, and I am attracting people to me at all times, and all this stuff, and then they don't experience it. Do they feel like those? It's a negative cycle, or is that something that they need to deal with?
No, it's something to deal with. And when we get back to the fulcrum position in a few moments and we talk about why it's important to follow all 6 steps on the continuum, the biggest cause of problems is not that people sit around and affirm that they're a millionaire. Right. The biggest problem is they don't take the actions necessary to become habitual so they can persevere and reach that attainment. So the very first thing is people have to lift their belief structure beyond where they are and understand. And this is an important concept. When it comes to thoughts, we're all in control of our own thoughts. We get to think anything we want. So bottom line, if anybody can do anything, we can too. Right. And I've heard people say, well, Yarnell, those numbers might, well, imagine back in the days of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen when Chicago Bulls used to win all the NBA championships. Imagine the coach of Chicago taking a new novice out of college that he's trying to draft, bringing him into the workout gym and saying, Phil, we really want you on our team. See that guy at the end of the bench? His name is Scotty Phillips. Never played a minute of time. He makes $150,000 a year. He's not good enough to ever start. If we're way ahead, we put him in. And if you practice real hard and join our team, one day you too can make $150,000 a month. No way. The coach is going to take that guy and point out Michael Jordan. He's going to say, that guy made $18 million last year just off of endorsements with one company. You join our team and you play hard and you work hard, and one day you may be like Michael Jordan. See, it's never made sense to me in network marketing that it may be the only field where we take mediocre people and hold them up as examples. Why don't we take the Michael Jordans? You and I have met the men and women who've made the big money. And I'm like you. I've met people that have earned 10 times what I've earned. But what gives me hope is they earned that.
Yeah.
That it's possible.